members of two Sureños street gangs in Oakland, and residents were shocked when the FBI showed up here in the Upper Diamond District.
I felt everything, I heard everything, and I heard the big, explosions.
Residents in Oakland's Upper Diamond neighborhood jolted Wednesday by a pre-dawn raid by FBI agents. It's part of a federal racketeering crackdown of the Oakland Sureños gang that's been linked to homicides, shootings, and drug and gun running. FBI agents converged on an apartment complex on Coloma Street near Fruitvale Avenue at 4 in the morning and made at least one arrest. Agents also searched this pickup truck and an Infiniti. Oakland police were also there to block off the street. A woman who lives nearby did not want her face shown.
Well, I was really scared because...
Allegedly shooting his girlfriend in 2023 as she was sleeping with her young child. But now the stakes are even higher for these federal defendants.
It's not state time. They have been charged federally. They'll be doing federal time. In this case, they will do the bulk of the time in a federal prison. And that federal prison may not be local.
Now, one of the defendants is still at large, and the other 8 are set to be arraigned in Oakland federal court tomorrow. Live in Oakland, Henry Lee, KTVU.
Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. Jam the hit, man. Diesel. Let's go. Straight to it. But before we get going, bloop, bloop, notification, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm on, you're going to know that I'm on, right? Fucking with it, right? So, Oakland, right? SouthSiders, boy. FBI raid. Sound like they took 7 of them in, right? 7 or 8, something like that. Murder allegations, right? And attempted. Right, racketeering and all that, man. Let me clarify something for y'all though, right? These are crimes that took place a while back, right? 2017, right? The allegations, right? So it's kind of like old news, but them recently getting busted makes it look like they were just recently out here fucking with it, which is not the case. Yeah, so they're saying firearm distribution, right, in connection with 2 murders, attempted racketeering, distribution, you know, the whole bullshit, right? They throw everything on there, right? But we do know these motherfuckers done got hit, right, for some old shit, right? I don't think they have any new charges pending, right? All this shit is old. But the allegations are that they popped a couple, a few.
They smacked a couple apps.
And they beat somebody down with a bat. They beat him down with a bat. They killed him with a bat, right? According to the outlet, right? Which is, yeah, all for the benefit of the gang. You know, once the crime is for the benefit of the gang, you already know what that is, man. You already know how they're gonna treat that. Anyhow, back to the shit. There's SouthSiders out there. Don't get it twisted now. But they're not out there posted, or they're not out there gang banging. They're not out there really indulging in any type of shit that makes noise, right? They're not really on social media. They're tucked off, right? SouthSiders from Oakland, they're tucked off, right? That's why you don't see them on social media. It ain't too many rappers coming up out of Oakland SouthSiders either. And the SouthSiders from Oakland and the Border Brothers from Oakland, we were rivals, man. We've been rivals with SSL for a long time. Like, if I was to see one of them now, it would be, you know, and depending on how they would take it, right? But I'm not out there trying to find me a SSL or whatever and whatnot. Nah, man, we on some other shit, man, right? We passed all that gang banging shit, right? Anyhow, man, these are the type of dudes we was beefing with, man, you know what I'm saying? Because SSL, all them dudes was hitters, man. Just like East 15, man. They was all, you know, quick to knock somebody down, boy. But now look, so SSL and the Border Brothers, right? We went at it for quite some time, right? And yeah, we went at it, man, and a lot of violent. It was a violent history, right? We had a situation that happened in Oakland. People done videos on this, right, where my homeboy Boo Boo was getting. We were at his funeral, and the Border Brothers got into it with the SouthSiders over there. I believe they were from Oakland and Hayward or some shit like that, right? But they got drug out to the streets of Oakland, right? And a lot of people lost their lives on that particular day, right? And some people got shot. Some people died from both sides, right? It was a bloody day in Oakland history, right? When it comes to this Chicano shit, gang banging shit, right? So, you know, we've had our issues with Oakland SouthSiders, right? SSL, and which seems to be the ones that got hit today. Now I know they haven't been out there because I've been up and down Oakland, right? And I know who's out there because you see them at the events, right? And at the club or whatever, right? Park, you're gonna see these niggas, right? So I'm not really seeing SouthSiders. I'm not saying that they're not out there because there is some out there. They're just tucked off, like I said, right? And now I believe you got like Central America's like a MS type gang in Oakland because you got some Hondurans and some Salvadoreños that Guatemalans have been raised in Oakland, right? Julio, right? He's Salvadorian. Julio, right? So and actually his dad was MS.
But Julio neutral though.
Julio dad was MS, right? I can't recall which clique he was from, but so yeah, that's the history between Oakland SouthSiders. There's not really a lot of them just came and went, right? This particular crew that went down today, most of these guys have tried to move on with their lives, right? And this shit just caught up with them, right? You know, unfortunately, if the allegations are accurate, what are you even doing in Oakland, man? Like, come on, like, really? You know what you done did, and you still sticking around in Oakland, bro? Come on, man. But it be that young shit though, man. See, these guys came after I was already out of the game banging game, and I was out there getting money, right? When the SouthSiders fully came on board in Oakland, when the SouthSiders fully popped up in Oakland, I was already selling dope. I wasn't game banging no more. You know what I'm saying? I already had to let that shit go. I already had established my mark. Niggas already knew who I was, nigga. You know what I mean? I didn't have to be out there banging no more, right?
I already had smacked a few, nigga.
But I will tell you this, right? So they did establish their presence here in Oakland, and they were posted out there, and they were strapped up, and they also were going at it with the Norteños. It was like an all-out everybody on everybody because it was like South, North, BB, and none of us got along. That's just the way it was in Oakland. But prior to that, we had been beefing with the Northerners for a minute already before the SouthSiders officially broke through. We had been going at it with the Northerners with Fruitville and 15, 54, right? You know, 38, right? 36, right? But anyhow, so these guys get busted, right? In a federal case, right? And it's probably gonna get a few channels riled up, like, oh, I thought there wasn't those SouthSiders in Oakland. Well, kind of they're not, but like I said, there's a few floating around. Like I said before, this is from cases of they just happened to get busted today, but this is old news, right? So don't get the misconception like they're out here terrorizing still. No, they have moved on, right? And like I said, though, there's a new generation of SouthSiders that are Salvadorian and Honduran,
Guatemala,
low key out there trying to come up lightweight, right? I've noticed that, right? But very light though. You see more Northerners at the events and Cinco de Mayo and New Year's and Christmas, man. You're gonna see more Northerners out there. Hayward, you're gonna see Northerners out there in red, right? In Oakland, you're not gonna see too many raza wearing blue like that. And the border brothers, we don't wear red or blue. I do. I wear whatever, right? But my young niggas, man, they won't wear red. They'll wear blue, but occasionally, like, right? Not on an everyday, right? And as y'all already know, the border brothers wear black, gray, and white. That'd be the main three, right? But anyhow, yeah, man, you know, free them dudes, right? I knew a few of them. I seen the list of the dudes that got locked up. I knew a couple of them, right? From a distance, right? Nothing like, you know, we never, you know, hung out or nothing like that, but just you heard of them, right? Famous gangbangers, right? You know, because there really be some famous gangbangers out there, right? Yeah, so these guys get took down on a racketeering type of situation, right? They always gonna tie you in with the legends, man, from the blue team, right? They're always gonna all this upstate Southsiders when they get these type of cases, right? They try to tie them in with them. The media does, right? But the media will put down that it has to do something with the legends and shit, right? But yeah, man, the upstate Southsiders from all over the Bay have established their mark. I can't argue that. And upstate Southsiders have gained their respect in prison. Like, they really got their own shit up there now. The upstate Southsiders, that's how deep they are. They hella deep, right? Because almost every major city has Southsiders, nigga. Yeah. Like I said before, Oakland was the last city where Southsiders arrived. Real talk. And niggas know. Because we wasn't allowing that shit, right? Hell nah. We wasn't letting Southsiders set up shop. Nah.
Not because
so they ended up becoming border brothers
they were
or just moving on, right? Because we do have a few Southsiders that became BBs over in the town. Niggas know, right? And the system, especially the state, like a level 4, they you know, we rock with the South Side, man. You know what I mean? We rock with the blue team on the level 4, right? I think those of you guys that been there know. The border brothers from Oakland, when we hit that level 4, we have to run their program, right? That's just the way it is, man. I didn't make the goddamn rules, nigga. But anyhow, man, yeah. 9 get busted today, right? Went to jail. Fed case, right? It's horrible, nigga. Murder too, and attempt. Oh man, and you barely getting started. Psst. Man, all right. Y'all want to be in that position? Yeah, okay. Bitch ass niggas don't know what it is. Y'all just be yapping, man. You niggas just be yapping on these rap songs and shit, man. You niggas don't know what it is to pop somebody, man. You ain't never shot shit, man. Knock that shit off, man. Real talk, man. These niggas be having bodies on every song, nigga. Cut it out, man. For real, man. Anyway, man, I'm gone. Let me get up out of here, man. Jan Diesel, man. I'm gone.